Happiness through curiosity on the Ranveer Show. Welcome to TRS Clips. Do you want to just touch upon where Israel is at? Because after this, we're going to do a whole Israel 101 episode because there's a lot to learn about that nation. Where does Israel stand in this whole geopolitical game of the world? Because I'm sure the listeners have heard our other podcasts. We've spoken about America, India, Russia, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and we'll be touching upon them in this episode as well. What's Israel's role in this whole game?
Well, Israel is a nuclear weapons power in the Middle East. It's on the eastern coast of the Mediterranean. It has how many neighbors? It has Egypt, it has Syria, it has Jordan, it has Lebanon, and Saudi Arabia as well in the Gulf in the south. And it has historically had a very adversarial relationship with its neighbors. It's fought at least 3 or 4 wars with them. It's come out on top each time. It's always been this conflict about territory. It's one territory that 2 parties seek. It's the Arabs and the Israelis. And the Israelis have always come out on top. So it's a very strategically located nation in this region, very powerful nation. They have always lived under a state of siege, essentially, always under existential threat. That's why they've developed a very powerful military, very powerful cyber capabilities and all that.
This is a pure intellect game?
It is, yeah, in a sense, it's an intellectual game, but it's also a warrior's game. It's a warrior mentality. It's a siege mentality that we can be annihilated at any time. And we always have to be ready for that. If there's an invasion next morning, we need to be ready for that. That's the kind of.
Do you think the Holocaust played a role in creating this mentality in the first place?
Yes, to a large extent. They made this vow that it will never happen again to us. The Holocaust and anything like that. So the Jews need their own homeland. That's what led to the creation of the Jewish homeland in Israel in 1948. And it's a very major power in the Middle East. The neighbors have tried to destroy it time and time again. It's withstood the test of time. It's obviously been aided by the West. It's the major ally is the United States. The United States has aided Israel lots of times in a variety of means, material means, weapons and intelligence and whatnot. But they also have this very powerful intelligence agency called the Mossad. They also have the Shin Bet, which is the internal intelligence agency within Israel, the West Bank, Gaza, all that. And so they are at the top of the game, and they essentially help in balancing the Middle East. The Middle East has always been in this state of strife. The Middle East crisis has been going on since the end of the Second World War, maybe the First World War. And it's essentially something that the West has engineered by creating these artificial boundaries between nations. They artificially created nations like Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and so on and so forth. So it's always unstable, and Israel kind of balances that.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the entire episode and also check out this playlist that we've curated just for you.